Hey everyone, my name is Khalil, and we here at the Keystone 5 know that you guys have missed our videos, and we want to say thank you for your support and welcome back to the Keystone 5. With this disaster of a year winding down, we are here to bring you some cheer. No, Albert isn't singing, unfortunately. However, we did get the opportunity to interview this year's chairman for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama. Mr. O'Connor is a broker for the CRC Group. His job is to partner with commercial agency teams to place insurance solutions for businesses of all sizes, scope, and territory here in the U.S. or abroad. He is a former president of the Phoenix Club here in Birmingham. With all that being said, let's hear from Tyler.
All right, here we are with Tyler O'Connor. Tyler, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Good to see you, Albert.
Good to see you too. So let's go ahead and hop into the first question. Question one, how did you first become connected to the Boys and Girls Club?
I got involved with the Boys and Girls Club through the Phoenix Club. It's a nonprofit organization of, young professional men that the organization supports the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama. It started in Memphis in, I think, 1955. And so it's linked up with the Boys and Girls Clubs. And anyway, long story, I really took to that organization because I wasn't from here, so it allowed me to meet some friends and kind of connect with people within the community. And I got involved in that organization, and I really threw myself into it. And as a result of that, the president of the of the Phoenix Club has the opportunity to sit on the board for the Boys and Girls Clubs. This year is my 10th year on the board.
Wow.
For the Boys and Girls of Central Alabama. So it's been awesome.
10 years. It's a long time. That's a long time.
Blink of an eye, though. Blink of an eye, Albert.
Yeah, of course. So my understanding of the board of directors is that you guys are not a part of the staff of the Boys and Girls Club. You have your own professional life. So how would you say that your own professional life has influenced your relationship with the club?
Well, that's a great question. We all are volunteers, essentially. And the leadership of the board of directors, I mean, you're talking about volunteer leaders. People that do have employment outside, but we also have people that just are civic volunteers that they do this and they do this well. So you try, everyone's balancing that to a certain extent. It does help. It helps to have a broad footprint in the corporate community here in Birmingham. It helps to have a variety of backgrounds and ideas and experiences and expertise. For instance, I give you an example. We have a lawyer on our board in 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃 who gives essentially great counsel. We had General Bill Clark, who's a lifetime member of our board, has been a legal advisor to us essentially as a volunteer member of our board for a number of years, and we take advantage of that expertise. I say take advantage. I mean, we've been the beneficiary of people's professional experience in a really, really good way.
This year you've served as chairman. I know this year hasn't been the way we had all hoped it would be, but what would you say has been one of your big projects that you've undertaken this year?
We've been required to undertake a couple big ones this year. First and foremost, we wanted to get to a point where we could safely reopen our clubs.
Yeah. When
schools shut down, that's a challenge for us. So we needed to reevaluate the role that we were going to play, and how do we get back to a position where we can safely reopen. We wanted to take care of our staff. There's a great uncertainty in society this year. We saw a lot of companies suffer. And one of the things we wanted to do is we wanted to take care of our staff and their families. One goal that we went into the year with, that we did stick with, was our board development. Reaching out, bringing in new leadership, new talent, new people to join our team, whether that's on our board of directors or our leadership council or our advisory council. We wanted to bring in a new, diverse group of people. And I think when you look at what we've done this year, it was an intentional part of every executive meeting, of every board meeting. And we went out and recruited this year. We wanted to add more females. We wanted to add more people of color. We wanted to add people in different job experiences and in different parts of town. You know, we wanted to really broaden our shoulders in that way. And just very excited about each and every one of the people that did join the team this year. And I think that we're kind of just starting that. I think we're on the right track.
That's awesome. That's awesome. How do you think this year, what do you think this year taught you about leadership?
To be nimble, to be vulnerable. I think, you know, being vulnerable to say, I'm not quite sure, but being open to different ideas, being open to adapt, being open to change your mind. You know, I think everybody had to be vulnerable to adapting this year. And I think that our organization did that. I hope we did that as leaders. But I think you can tell where we are today in December that financially we did it in terms of our programs and our leadership on the ground. The staff did it. And, you know, that's as much as we could ask. Yeah.
You mentioned earlier about how you just concluded the final board meeting of the year. So what is one lesson that you want to give to the future chairman that may take your position? What is one thing that you want to talk about the importance of that position?
I think it's compassion. With compassion, you'll lead humbly, and you'll keep the welfare of our children, you know, in front of you. And I think that if we do that, then you know, by surrounding ourselves with other people with good ideas, well-intentioned, that are willing to give their time or their talents, you know, I think that, or the third T there is treasure. You know, people give their time, talents, and treasure. That makes a good volunteer leader. Yeah. And I think by surrounding yourself with those type of people, letting them lead, leaning on them, and not feeling like you have to make every decision.
This is going to be our final question, and this is one that I want to ask you because the position that you've held and the leadership that you've shown to the board members, I think this is something that everyone would want to know. Why do you do what you do? Just plain, simple question. Why do you do it?
I think for me, I'm blessed beyond measure, and I feel really, my wife Maggie is much a part of my team, you know, as I am. You don't see her on these calls, you don't see her as often or hear from her as often, but she's in on it. My kids are. I've got a 6-year-old and a almost 2-year-old. She doesn't exactly know, but this, you know, Daniel, my 6-year-old, I mean, he knows this is important to us. That there are other people in the world, that we're not here by ourselves, and we didn't get here by ourselves. And there's a greater purpose for what we are here to do, and whom we're here to serve. Yeah, that's a lot of why I'm here.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's great. So thank you, Tyler. Thank you for this opportunity to get to know more about you and to show our viewers who you are. Thank you. It's been a joy having you.
Thanks, Albert. I'm always, you know, I hope to stay in close touch with you, and I appreciate your friendship and all that you do.
Thanks, Albert, for that great interview with our former chairman, Tyler O'Connor. For those of you who like this video, check us out next time when we interview the newly appointed chairman. So before I sign off, I need you to comment below what kind of content you'd like to see from us next. And while you're down there, make sure you like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to stay notified when we drop videos like the Alumni Spotlight, the Computer Science Show, and any other virtual program. I am 𝘾𝙘𝙀, and this has been the Keystone 5.